Hello students, in previous video we have discussed about chemical properties of metal. Today we are going to discuss chemical properties of non-metal. We have already discussed about difference between metal and non-metal. Okay, there are some physical properties of metal and non-metal also. Okay, so let's discuss chemical properties of non-metal. Chemical properties of non-metal. So first chemical property of non-metal is electronic configuration. We know what is electronic configuration. Electronic configuration means the distribution of electrons according to their shells or orbit. Okay. So here most of non-metal have 4 to 7 valence electron in their valence shell. We know what is valence shell. Valence shell means outermost shell or last shell. Valence electron means the electron that present in valence shell or outermost shell or last shell. That electrons are called valence electron. We have already learned that metals have 1 to 3 electrons, 1 to 3 valence electron in their valence shell. So here the difference is non-metals have 4 to 7 valence electron in their valence shell. Okay, so see the examples of non-metal. See here, the first example of non-metal is nitrogen. When a nitrogen is non-metal, the atomic number of nitrogen is 7. So here the atomic number is 7. Okay, so the electronic configuration is 2, 5. What is electronic configuration? Distribution of electrons in their valence shell. Okay, shell wise distribution of electron are called electronic configuration. The atomic number is 7 means the number of proton are 7, number of electron also 7. We know the number of proton and electron are always same. So the atomic number 7 means number of proton are 7 and number of proton are 7. That is why number of electron also 7. So the first shell, that is K shell, has 2 electrons and remaining 5 electrons present in second shell, that is L shell. Okay. So in nitrogen, this non-metal possess 2 shells, that is K shell and L shell. Here L shell is the valence shell or last shell and that contains 5 electrons. We know non-metals have 4 to 7 valence electrons in their valence shell. It means here the non-metal nitrogen have 5 electrons in their valence shell. So the next example, oxygen. The atomic number of oxygen is 8. Number of proton 8 and number of electron also 8. So this 8 electron distribute into the different shell. That is the first shell has 2 capacity of 2 electrons. So it has 2 electrons. So the electronic configuration is 2, 6. 6 plus 2, 8. 5 plus 2, 7. Okay. So here these 8 valence electrons, distribute into this 2 shell, that is K shell and L shell. Here L shell is valence shell. Here also L shell is valence shell and here also L shell is a last shell or valence shell. So in oxygen, the L shell has 6 valence electron. We know non-metals have 4 to 7 valence electron in their valence shell. Here oxygen non-metal have 6 valence electron in their valence shell. Then the third example of non-metal, chlorine. Third example of non-metal is chlorine. The atomic number is 17. Atomic number is 17. Okay. It means chlorine atom has 17 proton as well as 17 electron. These 17 electrons distribute into different shell like this 2, 8, 7. Here 8 plus 2, 10 plus 7, 17. Okay. The 17 electrons are distributed into three different shells: K shell, L shell, and M shell. Here, for chlorine non-metal, the M shell is the last shell or valence shell. Here L shell, second shell is the last shell, but here third shell, that is M shell, is the last shell or valence shell. This valence shell possesses 7 valence electron. We know generally non-metals have 4 to 7 valence electron in their valence shell. Okay, so here the non-metal possess 4 to 7 valence electron in their valence shell. So this is the first chemical property of non-metal, that non-metal have 4 to 7 valence electron in their valence shell. Next, second chemical property of non-metal is formation of ions. Okay, here non-metal have tendency to accept electrons in their valence shell to form negatively charged ion, and that negatively charged ion are called anions. It means non-metal forms an ion. Okay, we know, we have already studied about metal. Metal have tendency to lose electron and form positively charged ion, and the positively charged ions are called cation. But here non-metal have tendency to accept, to gain, okay, to accept or to gain electrons in their valence shell to form negatively charged ion, and the negatively charged ion are called anions. Okay, so let's see the example of formation of ions for non-metal. The first example is chlorine. We know the atomic number of chlorine is 17. So the electron configuration of chlorine 287. Here, to attain noble gas electronic configuration, chlorine atom requires one more electron. Okay, to complete its octet state, chlorine atom requires one more electron, and chlorine accepts one more electron and attain noble gas configuration, that is 288. It means it completes its octet state by forming one negatively charged ion. It means chlorine anion, the electronic configuration of chlorine anion is 288. Here the chlorine atom accepts one more electron, and the last shell has 8 electron. Last shell increased by one more electron, one more negative charge ion. Okay, and that is why chlorine atom possesses one negative charge, one negative ion, and that is called anion. Okay, so it is chlorine anion, and the electron configuration of chlorine anion is 288. Okay, and form chloride ion. Okay, from chlorine atom we get chloride ion by accepting one more electron in their valence shell and attain noble gas configuration, means it completes its octet state. Okay, so the second example, oxygen atom. Here we know the atomic number of oxygen is 8. So the electron configuration 2 6. Here to complete its octet state, means to complete 8 electron in a valence shell, oxygen atom requires 2 more electrons. Here oxygen accepts 2 electrons, 2 more electrons, and attain noble gas electronic configuration. Oxygen complete its octet state by forming 2 negative charged ions. So that is why we call oxide ion. Okay, the oxygen anion possess 2 negative charge and form oxide ion by electronic configuration 2,8. Okay, here the third example of non-metal, nitrogen. We know the atomic number of nitrogen is 7. So the electron configuration 2, 5. To attain noble gas electron configuration, it means to complete 8 electron in the valence electron, nitrogen atom requires 3 more electron. So nitrogen accepts 3 more electron and attain noble gas electron configuration, means it electrons in their valence shell by accepting 3 more electrons and form 3 negative ions, negative charge ions, and that is why nitrogen anion is called nitride ion. Okay, by forming negatively charged ions. Okay, so this is the second chemical property of non-metal. Then the third, then we see third chemical property of non-metal. Now third chemical property of non-metal is reaction with oxygen. Generally we know when element reacts with oxygen, then oxides are formed. When metal reacts with oxygen, then metal oxides are formed. Similarly, when non-metal reacts with oxygen, non-metal oxides are formed. Okay? When non-metal reacts with oxygen, oxides of non-metal means non-metal oxides are formed. For example, here carbon is non-metal. When carbon reacts with oxygen, then we get carbon dioxide. It is non-metal oxide, carbon dioxide. When carbon, that is non-metal, reacts with oxygen, then we get non-metal oxide, that is carbon dioxide. These non-metal oxides are acidic in nature. Why they are acidic in nature? Because they react with bases to form soluble salt and water. See, non-metal oxides react with bases, okay, to form soluble salt and water. Therefore, they are acidic in nature. Okay, so here non-metal oxides are acidic in nature, so they react with bases to form salt and water. So let's see the example. Here non-metal oxide is carbon dioxide and base sodium hydroxide is there. Okay, so when carbon dioxide reacts with sodium hydroxide, then we get corresponding salt, that is sodium carbonate along with water. Okay, it is sodium carbonate. So write down the name. The salt is sodium carbonate is formed with water. Okay, so here non-metal react with bases, then they form salt and water. Here when carbon dioxide reacts with base sodium hydroxide, then we get corresponding salt sodium carbonate with water. So this is the third chemical property of non-metal, reaction with oxygen. Now let's see this non-metal oxides reacts with water also. Okay, we see here non-metal reacts with oxygen and form non-metal oxides. These non-metal oxides are acidic in nature because they react with base to form salt and water. So see, these non-metal oxides also reacts with water to form corresponding acid. So let's see the different example of different non-metal oxides. The first, carbon dioxide is a non-metal oxide. It reacts with water, then we get H2CO3. Here H2 and then O add into this CO2 and form CO3. So H2CO3 is a carbonic acid is formed. Okay. So when non-metal oxide reacts with water, then we get corresponding acid. Here in first example, carbon dioxide reacts with water and we get H2CO3, that is carbonic acid. Then second example, here sulfur dioxide is a non-metal oxide and it reacts with water, then we get H2SO3. This O add into this SO2 and form SO3. So we get H2SO3, that is sulfurous acid. The name of this acid is sulfurous acid. In third example, here SO3, sulfur trioxide, reacts with water, then we get H2SO4. This O add into this SO3 and form SO4. So we get the new compound, that is H2SO4 means sulfuric acid. Okay. You see, when non-metal oxide reacts with water, then we get corresponding acid by these examples. So the last chemical property, the fourth chemical property of non-metal is reaction with dilute acid. We know when metal reacts with dilute acid, then hydrogen gas is evolved. Hydrogen gas is given out. But here the reaction with non-metal, this non-metal do not react with dilute acid. This is the fourth chemical property of non-metal. The non-metal do not react with dilute acid. The first chemical property of non-metal, electronic configuration, second formation of ion, and third reaction with oxygen, and the last one for reaction with dilute acid. So write down in your notebook.